Hello, Kehilat Tzion. We are in Erev Shabbat, Parashat Tetzaveh, reading Parashat Zachor for the Maftir, and for the Haftarah, we're reading about the battle between Shaul and Am Yisrael and the Amalekim. Shmuel tells Shaul that he has to completely destroy Amalek, not to let anyone survive, and even kill all the animals. Rav Medan asks about the animals. Why did we have to kill all the animals? Of course, the moral question of killing all the people is a very hard question. But at the end of the day, the battle is against the people. But the animals, what's the connection to the animals? Why do all the animals of the Amalekim have to be killed? And Rav Medan gives three answers to this question, and I will concentrate on the second. The second answer that he gives is that such a battle that is complete destruction of another nation can only be done from complete purity. You do this because Hashem said so, and you don't do it for any personal profit. If you don't kill the animals, you take them to yourself. And then at the end of the day, it seems like Am Yisrael are killing the Amalekim in order to gain profit, in order to take their animals, in order to prosper from them. And that destroys, that ruins the whole point of the war. It has to be clear that Am Yisrael are doing it because Hashem said so. It's clear that Am Yisrael are doing it because they're fighting evil and not because they are trying to utilize this moment of complete destruction, of fighting this really bloody battle in order to grow economically, to grow and prosper, and suddenly take all of the animals for themselves. This concept of using a battle that is there in the name of Hashem and then taking it and using it for yourself is something that cannot be done, especially in the Milchama of Amalek. The war of Amalek, what did the Amalekim do? The Amalekim were a nation that was really evil. They would go and kidnap people and take advantage of those that were poor and weak, and kidnap people, sell them to the slave market. They would attack cities and villages in order to prosper themselves. They would kill people and they would sell people as slaves without seeing anything human about them in order to grow personally, in order to profit from that. In order to fight Amalek, in order to come to the battle of Amalek, you have to make sure that you are not Amalek, that you have nothing within you that is Amalek. Of course, many times we do many things that have a purpose l'shem shamayim, but intertwined with them, they also have a purpose for our own benefit. That is not maybe perfect, but that's something that's natural and happens a lot. But in the war of Amalek, it has to be 100% l'shem shamayim. Also because otherwise the battle is cruel, but also because you can't fight Amalek and have a part of that within you. The fact that you're going and attacking others and doing that for your own personal benefit is exactly imitating what Amalek is doing. Therefore, there can be no profit whatsoever. And I think this is something that is very relevant to us in many situations. We have within ourselves, within Am Yisrael, we have different disagreements, we have different arguments. And then many times we have, of course, someone criticizes someone else, and then he tells them and he says, "How are you criticizing my behavior? You behave exactly the same way in other moments." And that is such a basic aspect that the Torah is teaching us in this parasha. If you want to criticize someone else, if you want to come out against someone else's behavior, make sure that nothing of that is within you. You have to come to this moment of criticizing someone else when you're pure. If you go and fight the Amalek in the world, make sure that you don't have any of the Amalekiyut within you. Shabbat Shalom, and Bezrat Hashem, that will manage to eliminate all the Amalek within ourselves, and Bezrat Hashem, that there won't be any more Amalekiyut in the world either.